Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 5 of the Milk and Tea podcast, hosted by me, Miruku. This is a podcast where I share anything that is on my mind and provide my thoughts and perspectives with my own life experiences on a topic I feel passionate to talk about. Today's topic is my tarot card reading, part 1. I will talk about my 3-hour in depth tarot card reading that I received, and there is a lot that was said in my reading that I would love to share with you. So, this will be in multiple parts. Stick to the end for a short tarot message for this episode. Tarot card readings. Do you believe in them? In my case, I use tarot cards to help guide me on my journey to personal and spiritual growth. It took me years to study the meanings of each of these cards, and I admit that there is more for me to learn. But on June 15th, 2023, I've been lucky to have the opportunity to receive such an in depth reading, and I'm excited to share my experience with you. On this morning, I'm sitting at Panera Bread, feeling tired and very nervous. My heart was like pumping and racing really fast. I've had an early morning and a long drive to the meeting location, but having this reading was really important to me at the time. I meet her and she tells me to relax, breathe, and she begins talking to me and she picks up my energy at this time. She picked up that I like learning things and that's what I should be focusing my mindset on. She told me not to use judgment on others or make comments. Just be a watcher. Observe the situation and don't analyze it. Don't think about it too much. Just feel it because everything is energy. You feel it, you understand it. Only you know how you feel. Only I should be the one feeling these feelings. I know it's really vague and difficult to explain, but I think she was basically telling me to keep my feelings to myself. She gave an example of what she was trying to point out. I'm walking on a beach and I want a peaceful walk, even though there's many people around. She told me to learn she told me to learn to cancel out all the people in the background and focus on myself. Be present with me. Feel what I want to experience. Then everyone will disappear, even though they're right there in the moment with me. Everything we see and hear is a part of the noise, even our thoughts. I said to her that I'm not good at meditating. She goes on to say that meditating isn't just about sitting there and being quiet. You could walk around and that could quiet your mind. It's not like trends where you have to sit in one place like a Buddha or a monk or something. Meditating is not paying attention to your thoughts. It doesn't matter where you're at. You could be in a crowded place or you could just be alone. You could be walking around wherever. You could be around a lot of people too. I explained to her what I like to do to keep myself out of my own thoughts. I like to create things and make projects for myself. I like to keep my hands busy. But, she said, you have to be aware of your thoughts. Our thoughts can produce so many more thoughts. You only think about your number one and not all the thoughts that go out of your brain. Not all the thoughts that come out of your brain are valuable. You just have to think about the number one thought that you want to use and not cause so much stress in your life. She uses an example of throwing a party. As a female, in her words, we tend to exaggerate everything. You want to throw a party, you want to make sure everything is perfect, so you have a lot of different thoughts. Hundreds of thoughts on how to make it perfect. The pause is very important in our thoughts. Stop, take a deep breath, go through all the thoughts that come to your mind, and pick one thought that is valuable to you. Pick one thing at your party that your company will enjoy. Let's say you have many different kinds of food, decorations, wine, games. You have to have a goal. One for the food that everyone will eat, one for the drinks that everyone will enjoy, and one for decoration for people who don't even notice anyway because, female. We laughed together at her comment about this. She goes on. So, one decoration that you love because you're throwing your energy, you want them to recognize who you are, and then throw one game that everyone would play. So, you eliminate your 100 ideas to five, and that's your goal. That makes things easier and not stressful. I ask, so don't stress the little details? She confirms, yeah, details are too stressful. Details are important, but very stressful. You have to pick a goal. Every day you have a lot of thoughts and you have to set a goal. Let's say your goal is to relax. There's a saying in Italians know how to live life because there is a release from doing nothing. She thinks she got that saying from the movie Eat, Pray, Love. I've never seen this movie, and my tarot reader recommended me to watch the movie within the week with my mom or a female friend. She goes on. A lot of people, when they don't feel productive, they feel useless in this country, in this culture. In this American culture, you have to be productive. Even though you are being productive, it doesn't mean you're producing anything valuable. Doing nothing can be productive for yourself because you're quiet and learning. You're learning to know your thoughts. So, your goal every day is to set one goal. Start small, such as doing your closet. You can color code your closet. I chuckled at this because it doesn't seem like something I would do, but she did. She did give a good example. So she goes on, just keep it simple. You start a goal, start with something easy that doesn't take a lot of thought, but when you do it, you enjoy it. You want to gather more energy. You don't want to release more energy. Your thoughts release a lot of energy. Doing things for other people releases a lot of energy and gives you even more stress. So you want to eliminate doing a lot of favors for other people unless they're valuable. All right. So we didn't even get to the tarot cards yet because it was just a lot of information for me to take in already. But there is a lesson to be learned from her words. I tend to overthink a lot in my household. There are so many chores, things to clean up, and people to entertain when they visit. I admit that the constant busyness of my household is extremely stressful for me. It's important for me to keep my place clean. I like a nice, clean environment, and it needs to not smell like cats and things like that, etc. So, what can we learn from this energy reading? Be aware of your thoughts. Not every thought is valuable. Thoughts release energy, and doing favors for others releases a lot of energy. Do your best to sit and sort the most valuable thought and make that into your main goal. Conserve your energy. Now, let's get to the tarot card for this episode. Feel free to look up the meanings of the cards and provide your own perspective, your own interpretation. And today I am using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. Today's card is the Major Arcana, the Empress, a feminine energy card. This card is about taking care of yourself when you feel tired and drained. You may feel unmotivated or lack inspiration. Go somewhere or do something that nourishes your soul. Continue to move calmly and gracefully. Bottom of the deck, what we're not seeing is the Major Arcana Justice. Justice speaks of law and order and balance. Learn from your past experiences and grow from it. Be fair and honest. Be realistic about your thoughts and actions. Remove anything negative in your situation. In short, take care of yourself. Cut anything bad or negative out. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Milk and Tea Podcast. I'm Miruku, and I'll see you next time.